Alright guys, welcome back to another review with Mr. Andy. I'm kicking it by myself today because SummerSlam was on Saturday, the 37th annual SummerSlam, which took place at Cleveland Browns Stadium. So the stadium where Cleveland Browns play, where quarterbacks go to die. Remember that slogan? I mean, I still think that could be true. But Flacco did good for them this year. Anyway, getting off topic here. So yeah, we were here for SummerSlam, man. This is the biggest party of the summer, one of WWE's top shows, and we got the outdoor arena, and we really get this thing built up for SummerSlam. I think overall it was a pretty decent card for what we got, and we knew what we was waiting for with this SummerSlam. We knew we was waiting for the return of Roman Reigns. We knew that's what we was going in this thing for. But honestly, this has probably been one of the most, I'm not saying the most, but I'm saying one of the most story-driven SummerSlams that we've had in a while. We've had betrayals, we've had returns, we've had so much things going on during this show. So we're going to go over, like I said, with these wrestling reviews now, I'm doing more of like a conversation opposed to going for play-by-play. Just give you my thoughts on the match and the reviews and things like that, opposed to give you all like, match-for-match stuff like that, things that happen. But just point out the big stuff. So it seemed to work with Money in the Bank. So now we're going to do it here with SummerSlam. So shout out to Q-Flow, shout out to Prime Time out there. I know they couldn't make it here. Like I said, I do hope once the summer is over that it will be a lot better for you guys. That I can get the crew back. Okay, trust me, I'm drained today. That I can get my crew back. But in the meantime, they're kicking it here with Mr. Andy because I thought overall SummerSlam was a good show. Not a great show, but a good show. And there are some things that I felt as though that I was like, it just wasn't hitting for me. And some things I was like, I was hyped about. So we're gonna get all up into that. So, excuse me. From Jump Street, Jelly Roll is the musical performance at SummerSlam. So they're really trying to get into like a WrestleMania type level. Even though SummerSlam was always right after WrestleMania when it comes to like the level of importance, but some people may put the Royal Rumble up there also. But with SummerSlam coming to 2 nights, I can see more and more of this, more and more testing the waters on certain things here, because we even had more sponsors on the ring mat for SummerSlam also, and we had 57,000 people in the ring in the arena tonight also. Jelly will perform. If you guys are a fan of Jelly Roll out there, post that in the comments down below. Like I said, I can't say I'm not a fan of Jelly Roll because I just don't listen to his music. I try not to be saying like I'm not a fan of this person if I ain't give him a chance. I'm always been a hashtag give it a chance kind of person, even if it's not my genre of music. But I'm saying, but there's the song that he was singing up there, it seemed pretty cool. I'm saying, it's just not, it ain't like Post Malone. I can't stand Post Malone. Or Machine Gun Kelly was in the arena tonight too. Can't stand him neither. I've tried listening to their music, it just doesn't work for me. So but Jelly Roll, like I said, for what he performed tonight, seemed cool. Triple H came out there welcoming everybody to SummerSlam. Like I said, building this thing up, so I can see more of that. It's the SummerSlam my era, And well, first of all, Triple H kicked it off first, then Jelly will perform because it had to open for SummerSlam. But then we get into our first match, which is for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley taking on Liv Morgan. So Rhea Ripley, they show her come from the back, coming to Gorilla with Dom, and they are all queued up and lovey-dovey stuff like that. I'm just sitting there like, okay. It's a little aggressive, you know what I'm saying? But what's happening? So then Liv comes out. This match in the beginning was just Liv running while Rhea was trying to catch her. It was getting Rhea real frustrated. And then eventually when Rhea got to Liv, she was beating her up, and then she was kissing on Dom. She even licked him again and things like that. I was like, okay, so is something happening tonight? Because what I'm saying, it's like right on the nose type thing, right? And as the match is going on, Liv throws Rhea into the turnbuckle and pops her shoulder out. Okay, Rhea's screaming, "It's out, it's out." So Liv is like, staying on her and staying on Rhea. She goes outside the ring. Dom is trying to check on her. Dom pushes her out the way and takes a dive by Liv Morgan. Meanwhile, Rhea is outside and she's like, you know what? I'm doing Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon. So she slams her shoulder into the announce table, and then she kind of reaches in and pops her shoulder back in. The crowd actually popped for that. So she goes back into the ring and goes and attacks Liv some more. Meanwhile, she hits the riptide on Liv. There's a steel chair in the ring that Liv tried to use earlier. She about to go hit her with the steel chair, and Dom grabs the steel chair, and everybody said, "Oh, I knew he was gonna turn over here." But then he made a good point, though, right? To the point where it's like, I don't like Dom, but he made a good point. He was like, "Listen, you can't win the title like that. The reason why you came back is to win that championship. You can't win a title by getting yourself disqualified." And even Rhea was like, yeah, you're right, Dom. But Liv hits Rhea, knocks Dom off the apron, and then she gives her the Oblivion, but it's only for a 2 count. Rhea kicks out. The place is actually popped for this. So Dom has the chair. He kind of slides her in, but he kind of looks like he gives Rhea like a Liv a little nod, and then Liv gives the Oblivion to Rhea on the steel chair while the referee's distracted, and pins Liv Morgan to retain the Women's World Championship. And everybody's like, "Yo, man, oh God, Dom messed up again. We're going to hear about this on Monday." But no, Dom comes up there. He's smiling. He's like, "Yo, I did exactly what I wanted to do." And then kisses Liv Morgan. And them two kiss. Rhea is pissed. And now Dom and Rhea's the thing. And Michael Cole was selling this. Him, Pat McAfee, because Pat McAfee was holding back, calling him a piece of shit. And then Michael Cole said, "No, go ahead, say what you feel, say it with your chest." He said, "You're a piece of shit." But Michael Cole was just going off on Dom, and you this ungrateful, backstabbing son of a bitch, because it just made it much more funnier when that happened. So Dom was with Liv now, leaving Rhea. I was like, felt bad for Rhea, but now we see like the Judgment Day is really imploding now, so it makes you want to tune in the Raw come Monday. Backstage, Damian Priest is looking for Dom. Like, where is that that prick? But JD been done a fence out. He grabbed the fence and said, "Yo, did you know about this?" And he said, "No, but we're gonna go look for Dom. Because you're gonna get ready for a championship match." So we get to our second match, which is the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn taking on Braun Breaker. This match was not better than the Money in the Bank match, because this match was surprisingly short. I was like, that's it? I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. I'll be honest with y'all. I messed my mic up. Listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I felt as though that this match, the way they was building it last month, was going to be a fatal 4-way. I really thought that, which I would have enjoyed to see. I thought it was going to be like Sheamus involved in there, Ludwig maybe, or not Ludwig, or maybe Pete Dunne and Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn, because we had the Braun Breaker Sami Zayn singles match at Money in the Bank, so I figured they were gonna probably do a fatal 4-way. That way it gets the belt on the Braun Breaker, but then Sami don't have to take the pin. They didn't do that here. Really, the match started with Braun trying to go for a spear, gets crashed into the ring post. He sells the shoulder most of the matchup, but then eventually, he's just so powerful, makes a comeback, and he hits Sami out of nowhere with a spear. This is after like Blue Thunder Bombs and all that stuff like that too. But it's like almost at the 5-minute mark, and then he runs the ropes, but it's not even like he runs it, and it's supposed to be the fast version, but I'm like, he wasn't picking up the speed like he was supposed to. Hits Sami with another spear and wins the match. That's it. I was actually kind of shocked. I was actually kind of shocked. But there, he is the new Intercontinental Champion. So shout out to Braun Breaker. I knew it was coming. He eventually is going to get that World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to say in about a year. 18 months. I don't think we got to wait too long, because it pushed him to the moon. And he's going to do some amazing things on Raw. Amazing things. Next match we have for United States Championship, LA Knight, taking on Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Here's the thing. More and more every day, Logan Paul gives me a reason not to like Logan Paul. I am not a fan of Logan Paul. Never really been a fan of Logan Paul or the Paul brothers. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Despite how you feel about Logan Paul, hell, despite how I feel about Logan Paul, that man can work. That man can work. He's a damn good wrestler. He has picked this thing up so fast. It's amazing how fast and how you pick this up and how athletic this guy is. It's amazing. And this is, like I said, this has come from somebody who is not a fan of Logan Paul at all, or any of the Paul brothers. So it just pains me, but that is, you gotta give credit where credit is due. That's what I've been trying to do. You got to give credit where credit is due. And Logan Paul deserves that credit for going in the ring and being able to have these good matches. And there was this one spot. It was that other was on the outside. Logan Paul goes to springboard to go like dive to the outside, but he bounces up on the rope, twists him around into a moonsault fashion, and not just flips, launches himself on the outside and gives a picture perfect moonsault, better than Charlotte, moonsault to the outside on the LA Knight. That was insane. I have seen Ricochet, okay? Now, once again, I haven't seen all his indie stuff. He probably did it in indies, but in WWE, ain't did that yet. That was amazing, okay? And I was like, yo, you get props for Logan Paul. There was a point he tried to cheat and have Machine Gun Kelly, I guess was another Cleveland native, give him some brass stuff to use on LA Knight. And he did for a minute. He's gonna go for he passed the not the brass knucks off, goes for the buckshot lariat, and then but LA Knight ducks it and hits him with the blunt force trauma. And LA Knight is your new United States champion. About time. I enjoyed that match. I look, like I said, I can't stand the son bitch, but the bull good. Man, that bull's good. Yeah, well, he's good, but LA Knight won the United States Championship. I'm just glad it's off of Logan Paul now. LA Knight needs a championship to help build that up and to keep his credibility going. So, yeah, having LA Knight had a championship, yes, I really enjoyed that. Next up, for the WWE Women's Championship, we have Bayley taking on Queen Nia Jax. So, we know that Bayley and Nia Jax have a history. Bayley has called her reckless on SmackDown because, hey, Nia Jax has injured Bayley before. And this is a good big woman, small woman matchup. And I thought the matchup was actually pretty good. Nia has gotten significantly better in the ring. And even backstage, she, for destroying Tiffany Stratton's briefcase, she got a new, pink one, which I knew was coming. Because she's the princess. But she said, don't cash in on her or you're going to make her very upset. She's going to pay for that. So she had promised she wasn't going to cash in. Now, throughout the matchup, Bayley gets some offense. Bayley gets a nice belly to belly. She hits a diving elbow from the top, near falls, things like that. So when Bayley, when things are starting to look up like she might go for Rose play, then we get the whole Tiffany Stratton's music play. Like she's going to cash in. So Bayley, when she gets on the apron, Bayley kicks her down, and then Nia Jax takes Bayley and picks her, hits her in a pop-up powerbomb. Impressive. And then she just picks her up and hits her with a jackknife powerbomb. Shout out to Kevin Nash in the crowd. And then she just goes and gives her not one, but two bonsai drops. When I see that, I was like, it's done. You don't get popped up powerbomb and then get jackknife powerbomb, then get two bonsai drops all within succession and kick out of that. You don't. Nia Jax is your new WWE Women's Champion. And I was like, wow, that is 3 belts back to back to back that just changed hands like that. I did not see all these, belts changing hands like that coming. And Tiffany Stratton comes in there and then they celebrate. So it's always a rules to help distract Bayley, which he kind of did. So Bayley lost her championship. I was like, man, well, Bayley's been champion before and, she had to run. But Nia Jax having champion, as she's gotten better and won to kick Queen of the Ring, I think you had to do it this way to help boost up the Queen of the Ring. By the way, there was a spot on there I forgot to tell you guys that Bayley is impressive because she goes and she while Nia's in the corner and give her a 10 punches, she goes and picks Nia up, and I mean she's holding her. It ain't just like she just hurts to fall. She's holding her and she power bombs Nia Jax right in the middle of the ring. That was impressive. I said I would be remiss if I did not even mention that. Next up is the match that everybody's been waiting for. It is CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee. Seth Rollins comes out there in this, the best way to say it is the referee ensemble that even Michael Cole said he looks more like he's from Beetlejuice than he is from as a referee. And the fun don't stop there because throughout this whole night they had the referees have this little earpiece like they a Madden coach. and with like this little eye thing, so it's like a camera, so you can see the referee's vision. And I was like, this thing is annoying. I don't really care. Okay, I don't care for the referee. I mean, you could mic them up, I would say, but you ain't, the referee wasn't doing it. Well, Seth Rollins had that, so they kept, as he going prancing around the ring, they kept showing that. Then he takes off his referee jacket and reveals like this sheer referee shirt with these pants. And I'm just like, it's like, I've seen all people online call them Sabu pants, as they are. These pants, it's like, listen, if I have kids, okay, but even when I was a kid, I used to watch the show Arthur all the time, right? And there was a character on the show named Muffy, and she got in one of the episodes, she got herself order because she was trying to show her friend, show off for her friend Prunella going to this ice skating party, these flash pants, because Prunella said she got these flash pants. When you see these flash pants, that I was like, yo, that reminds me of those damn flash pants. I'm telling you, okay, look it up. I had to put that in the video. I'm telling you, that's what that joint look like. And I was just like, okay. Drew McIntyre comes out first, and Drew McIntyre, he has like these green gauntlets on his arms, and I was like, yo, he looks like a villain from Street Sharks right there. And then there's CM Punk. Everybody was excited to see CM Punk's first singles match in 10 years, because the Royal Rumble is a group, it's a group match, and you can hide things in there, and also Dom, the dark matches he had with Dom, the dark matches, okay? And there was nobody really got them unless you recorded from your phone video. So it was CM Punk's first official match back, and automatically going in there, I like, he has to get the rounds under him first. I knew CM Punk in the beginning was going to be sucking wind. So in the beginning, as the thing starts, Seth Rollins like, listen, I'm just counting 1, 2, 3. So Seth Rollins, he was acting like he's about to do the referee calls. He's like, nah, go ahead and do it. I don't care, So they was fighting to the outside. Drew McIntyre was here fighting to the outside. Then it goes to the outside. Drew McIntyre, like with Drew McIntyre slamming, CM Punk's head along the steps. Seth not looking. He goes and has CM Punk underneath the ring apron and does like the little sit up thing, and CM Punk's chest runs right into the into the metal bar underneath the ring. Seven's turn a blind eye to it, letting the fight outside by doing the count. That's what the stuff that Seth Rollins is doing. So Drew McIntyre is taking the most of the heat for this match, and there was some parts in the match where you could tell like Drew and Seth was arguing, or they were doing exposition, because they got to give CM Punk some time to catch his breath. You know what I'm saying? Because right now he's gassed out, but then he does mount a comeback. And then as she's doing that, Drew McIntyre has the bracelet CM Punk has with AJ's name and then the dog's name on his wrist. CM Punk goes for the Intercontinental device, and as he's doing it, he sees the bracelet. And he is so focused on getting this bracelet off of him, that's all he cares about. He gotta let go of the move, which causes Drew McIntyre to hit a Claymore kick, but then CM Punk kicks out. Now, in the midst of this Claymore kick, the bracelet falls off CM Punk. So now we go back with some more, and then CM Punk is he goes and does the diving elbow that he does on the Drew McIntyre, and as he's pinning him, as Seth Rollins doing the count, he sees that Seth Rollins has the bracelet on, because he just picked it up and moved out the way. So that he stops he stops the stuff, and he's focused on Seth Rollins. He goes up to Seth Rollins and he says, look, I don't really care about you or your Sabu pants, I think he calls them. And he said, but that belongs to me. And he goes and gives Seth Rollins a GTS. And he said, it may not always be about me, but it's never about you. So he takes the bracelet off, and then he goes back over to Drew McIntyre. And then Drew McIntyre he fights back, and then he gives CM Punk another Claymore kick. And then Seth Rollins starts coming to, and then Drew McIntyre covers CM Punk, and then 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre wins the match. I figured Drew McIntyre would win the first matchup. This match, it was fine. I know it's a storyline. I know we're leading into something else, and we also help build for Seth versus CM Punk. But couple things here. I think it was played on that a little bit too much. I was like, CM Punk got to know better that you can win the match and just take the damn bracelet back, you know. But for it to interrupt your submissions and your pin counts, I was like, that's probably spreading on a little bit too thick, you know. But then also, you can tell CM Punk, like I said, he's good. He's going to be great, and he's going to have great matches. This is the first one, okay? Because I know they're going to do something at Bash in Berlin. They're probably going to do the Hell in a Cell match. But he got to get his win back underneath him. We have seen this from people who have taken long breaks from the ring and come back. We've seen it with Batista. We've seen it with The Rock. We've seen this with Stone Cold. We've seen this with your top guys who is gassed when they first come back and they got to get themselves back in shape, okay? And that's what happened with CM Punk. Like, okay, that he'd been injured. You can run the ropes and work out and stuff like that, but just to be out there, you got to do a little bit more. So this match, I was like, okay, it's the start. I'm not going to say it's a 5-star match. It's not a match of your contender like I was hoping it would be. However, it's between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and I do believe they're going to do it again at Bash in Berlin. And then we do the blow-off match in Atlanta at Bad Blood to have Hell in a Cell. And then I think that's when CM Punk can win the rivalry. But we got to see where this whole thing is going with the bracelet, because I'm sorry, they put a little bit too much emphasis on the bracelet for my personal taste. Next up for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have Damian Priest taking on Gunther. Now, this matchup, I had no faith that Damian Priest was going to win this matchup, but he did put on a good match with Gunther. I thought this matchup, wrestling-wise, was better than CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, in my honest opinion. And I think, like I said, did it have the heat that Drew McIntyre and CM Punk had? No. But I do believe when it comes to wrestling-wise, I do believe that this was the better match out of those two. And Damian Priest was taking it to Gunther. But then, towards the end of the matchup, Finn Balor comes out. And he's come out there to cheer Damian Priest on. And I was just like, nah, it ain't sitting right, B. It ain't sitting right. We know where this is going. It ain't sitting right. So, as the match is going on, Priest hits a Razor's Edge on Gunther. Now, of course, Gunther was a little bit first, so he had to roll him towards the ropes. I was like, okay, something happened because obviously you wouldn't do that, right? So he goes for the cover. Finn Balor puts Gunther's leg on the rope. Then Damian Priest looks shocked, and then he sees Finn Balor has turned his back on him. So Judgment Day is really fucked up. That Dom is gone. Finn going, yeah. So Rhea's out. Priest is out. Judgment Day is looking mighty different right now. Probably with Finn being the lead. We'll find all that out on Monday. Okay, so that Gunther goes for the sleeper hold, and like Priest about to be out, but then Priest does the fight back and goes for the roll pin. But Gunther does kick out. He knocks Gunther down. He grabs Finn Balor and starts choking him, but then Gunther gets him again. Hits the power bomb and then hits they puts him in choke again. Damian Priest passes out, and Gunther is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It didn't need to go any other way. Okay, it didn't need to go any other way. This man gonna have this belt for a minute. Like I said, and I said earlier that it's gonna take about Braun Breaker 18 months. I can see Braun Breaker being the one to dethrone Gunther at next year's SummerSlam when he becomes King of the Ring. I can see that. But once again, what a difference a year can make. But for right now, or in this period right now, yeah, Gunther's going to have that thing for a while. Braun Breaker's going to have that thing for a while. But I can definitely see Braun Breaker be the one to dethrone Gunther. And now the Judgment Day is going. So it looks like already at Bash at Berlin, it's going to be Finn Balor taking on Damian Priest. Because of what happened tonight. And I was like, okay, cool angle. So now we're getting a different version of Judgment Day because we had this for about 2-3 years now. Since Edge started it, going all the way down. So we had it for about 2-3 years now. So yeah, so it's time to definitely dethrone them and go a different direction, things like that. So I get it. All right, guys, it's time for the main event. The main event was Cody Rhodes taking on Solo Sikoa for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship in a Bloodline Rules match. I'm going to first of all, they had good build up. Solo came out there And then Cody Rhodes, he had the mega entrance. He's in the back talking to good old Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson found himself back there and said, "Don't worry, you already got people back here with you and up there as well." And he's walking with Pharaoh. I say, is he bringing Pharaoh out there? Because we see what happened with Pharaoh with no fireworks in AEW. He ain't gonna like that. But no, somebody took Pharaoh off of him. New seamstress gave him his new like a jacket, some new black lace seamstress. Or so, shout out to you, sister. And he goes and then he gets the nice jacket. And he gets like the nice skull mask. And yeah, he comes out there, awesome ass entrance for Cody Rhodes. But that's where this thing starts. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. When it came to SummerSlam, I thought that the main event for the biggest party in the summer was the weakest match. Yes, the weakest match. That's even including the Miz and R-Truth. Cause see, I didn't even get into the Miz and R-Truth and the whole Jelly Roll segment with Austin Theory and damn. Oh, shit, it's fucking bothering me. What Grayson Waller, damn. It's not a bit, but yeah, I didn't really get it. I didn't care. This match was boring. This match, you can hear a pin drop. The crowd was quiet because they knew what was coming. They knew what they wanted to see, and that was Roman. That simple. It ain't rocket science, and honestly, Solo just don't fit in that part. Look, as much as I'm cool with Suge Solo Night, as much as I'm cool with the new look, the new persona, the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa is not that SummerSlam main event guy. That's a Smackdown match. Because we've had that before. After WrestleMania when he beat Roman, and you're saying that the biggest party of the summer in Cleveland, if you had asked me 1 week after that show, I'm like, if it's The Rock, cool. If it's Randy Orton, cool. If it's a rematch with Roman, cool. Not Solo. If you had told me it was Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes in the main event at SummerSlam for the title, I'd have been like, you lost your fucking mind. And that's what, and it's suffering. And also with these Bloodline Rules match, I understand it's Bloodline members interfering and stuff like that, but I'm like, it is a no disqualification match. Can y'all use a kendo stick or something to spice this thing up? Because it was straight boring. I was drifting at the main event, and that's something I don't even want to do, especially for no Cody match. I was drifting. Finally, I think after Cody may have attempted to go for the crossroads, the Tongas came out and they started beating down Cody, and then Kevin Owens comes out and he starts fighting with the Tongas, and then Randy Orton comes out there jogging like he's representing the USA in the Olympics. That's how he came out, and they come out there and they hit the stuff. Kevin Owens hits the stunner, Randy Orton hits the RKOs and the stat power slams and things like that, and they take care of the Tongas. Tongas taken care of. When Cody goes for his crossroads again, then here comes Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu comes out there and takes out Cody, and he's a heap of energy coming out there and taking out Cody. And now here's the unfortunate thing. So in the midst of beating down Cody, Jacob Fatu goes to the outside. He clears off the table. He puts Cody on there. He's doing his infamous you call Superfly smash, splash, Uso splash, whatever you want to call it, from the top rope to the table. He does it to Cody, but his leg kind of like smacks the vertical part of the table, and you can tell he's instantly injured. Because he is fussing, he's pissed, he's throwing shit, he's throwing the chairs out of frustration, knowing how important this is for him and knowing what it's probably for the storyline. And I was like, yo, is he that good at selling, or like he's really hurt? Because he tried to stand up on it, couldn't put no weight up on it. And that was messed up. So now Cody is back in there, and now Cody can kicking out of everything. Cody is kicking out of everything that they threw at him. And I was like, all right. And everybody was just sitting there looking at the ring like, when is it time? So then when they were both down, after I think Cody hit the Super Cody Cutter, Roman Reigns music hits. Roman comes out there strolling. He got the OTC shirt, the original Tribal Chief. Yeah, gotta sell that merch, player. Roman Reigns comes out there and everybody's like, well, what size he gonna be on? What size he gonna be on? Y'all know Y'all already know what side he gonna be on. He came out there, Superman punched Sol Sikoa. Ooh, wow. Everybody was in that thing and hit a spear on Sol Sikoa. And then Cody just had to look at me and stare Cody down like, hey, yo, man, what the OTC? This is the original Tribal Chief. Go ahead, handle that for me. And then guess what? Cody said, all right, let me get the Crossroads in there real quick. And then wins the matchup. Cody Rhodes retains the championship. Roman Reigns is back. I don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown, but now it got me interested in what's going to happen. I do feel bad for Chicken Fat too, but the OTC is here. And that's how SummerSlam capped off, and I felt as though it was a decent show. I thought it was a good show. It wasn't a bad show, just that it wasn't like memorable, but we had Dom turning on Rhea, we had Finn turning on Priest, we've had Tiffany Stratton distracting Bayley. We had all these title changes. Like, my God, it was a lot to talk about in this SummerSlam. And Roman Reigns comes back. So, post out your comments down below. I asked about the review. I know I won't be on vacation for the next couple of days, so I'll give y'all this review. Hopefully, give y'all guys a podcast, and then we won't hear from us until probably about Friday. So, I'm gonna make sure I'll let y'all know that for those who don't see this video. But yeah, post that comments down below how you feel about SummerSlam. Hit the like button. If you guys enjoyed my review, hit the subscribe button for more right here on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC the place to be. Show Mr. D, and the Nerd Coalition is out.